today. From CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington, it's a special Halloween presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers.
There are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Here's Richie James on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. First time we get to see the 49ers offense behind their quarterback. Now in his 7th season as a pro from Eastern Illinois, it's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And there he is, the man known as Jimmy G, Jimmy Garoppolo, who I thought had a really nice year in 2019. So close to culminating with a Super Bowl title. Accurate with the football, completed nearly 70% of his passes, which was 4th best in the NFL. Nearly 4,000 yards through the air with a team that runs the ball with great efficiency. 27 touchdowns, but in the Super Bowl, didn't quite make the plays they needed down the stretch. But remember, some big wins last year at New Orleans, at Seattle in Week 17, 2 playoff wins. He's continuing to develop as one of the better ascending players in the league.
5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. These two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember Week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stuff the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. The Seahawks have David Moore back deep. Fielded at about the 28. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. They'll be led out by a 6-time Pro Bowler now in his 9th NFL season. It's Russell Wilson.
Whenever you think about the Seattle Seahawks, one of the first things that pops to mind is how well they run the football and how much they like doing it. But you have to also look at how well Russell Wilson has played at the quarterback spot. Hasn't just been a game manager. Last year, over 4,100 yards passing, the second most in his career. 31 touchdown passes and took care of the ball as well because he threw just 5 interceptions. If you need to open things up, Russell Wilson can get it done.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. That's complete. Hits Carson out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They run it with Carson. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 28. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Good gain by Chris Carson. Picks up a 1st down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd and 1 at the 49ers' 19-yard line. That's the end of the 1st quarter.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Carson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. And now it's 3rd down and inches.
3rd and less than a yard.
On 3rd down, Carson, and he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go. 56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
Draw play. This is Carson. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Fred Warner in on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, there's a sight that fans were used to seeing a little bit more earlier in his career. Just 3 rushing touchdowns last year for Russell Wilson. He's had as many as 6 in a season. I think he's a lot more selective, a little more judicious about running the football now, but still scares the heck out of any defense when he decides to tuck it and go.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now James returning. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The San Francisco 49ers coming back out here. You know, this team, of course, the defending champs in the NFC last year, not finding the path to be quite as easy in 2020. Losing in Week 5, and really, in surprising fashion, 43-17 at home. They lose to Miami. And they had Jimmy Garoppolo back, his first start since being forced out of the Week 2 game with the ankle injury, but threw 2 first-half interceptions and then took a seat at halftime for C.J. Beathard, and the defense struggled too. I mean, things just did not look good for the 49ers.
Yeah, you mentioned that defense. They were giving up, fewer than 18 points a game coming in. Gave up 43 to the Dolphins and Ryan Fitzpatrick. So things were hurting all the way around. And for Jimmy Garoppolo, in a league that values toughness, tried to show his toughness in play, but he just wasn't ready. So now 3 losses in 3 games at home for San Francisco. Only wins on the road against the Jets and the Giants in back-to-back weeks, and they're a combined 0-10. There's concern there, but still plenty of talent. If they can get a few guys healthy, these next 7 games, all against opponents that winning records in 2019, starting with the 4-1 Rams on Sunday night in Week 6, that'll tell the tale for this season for San Francisco.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes,
keeping proper leverage and communicating well, too.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Garoppolo again. Got his target, Samuel. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
George Kittle is easily one of the elite tight ends in the NFL. Back-to-back seasons of 88 and 85 catches. We just saw another one right there. Anytime he lines up on the field, you better treat him as a primary receiver and make sure you have a second guy in the vicinity to try and cover him.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there. And that'll make it third down.
And 4 yards to go.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. Third and 4. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. From the 6. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half out of quarterback Russell Wilson. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
What a great rookie campaign in 2019 for DK Metcalf, who came in with high expectations, was actually upset that he went in the second round, not the first round, but quickly proved everyone wrong who didn't take him prior. 900 yards receiving, 7 touchdowns, and looks exactly like a Seattle Seahawks receiver is supposed to look. Big, strong, physical, and catches all the contested passes downfield.
The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but now it'll be 3rd down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. It was Jamal Adams up from his safety spot to make the play behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
is McKinnon. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Jarek McKinnon.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Screen play, McKinnon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Wilson of the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 42. He gives it off to Carson. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Carson on the carry.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike.
On 1st down, it's Carson. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Carson.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
54, Mike. 54, Mike. Check, check.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 10-yard line.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They go read option with Wilson. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
29-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
49ers 3.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Here's James. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
Garoppolo and the Niners now trailing 10-3. 1:45 to play. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
3-yard line.
Garoppolo hustling him back to the line now. They'll look to throw. Open man is born. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of
Obviously
10.
a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Off the play fake to McKinnon, it's Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Got the connection here to Bourne. Only able to work it to the 20 after the nice broken tackle. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. 2nd and 7 from the 20. To throw is Garoppolo. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
That ties the game at 10.
So the drive there took 6 plays. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson to throw. He's going to take off with it. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's Carson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Taken down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
You're not ready. You're not ready. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Now Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. It puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. They'll run on first down. Carson, they'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Kick is good. Makes the score Seahawks 13, 49ers 10.
They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Now James returning. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. First throw of OT for Garoppolo. This one to Bourne out on the left side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here we go.
Garoppolo on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Out right to Bourne. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Complete to Deebo Samuel. A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Seahawks 13, 49ers 10.
Your ball game, down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. He's got his man on the crossing route.
Garoppolo's pass.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.